heavy cake powder. So it's very different than what's on the shelves in America available to the American people.
Because you can go out there and buy like a hemp protein powder.
Yeah, well, the powders you see on the shelves, Kevin, are flours. They're very different. That's the reason I brought this in. This is a very heavy cake powder. It's 12% oil. We leave 12% of the oil in the seed when we crush it and grind it and sift it.
What does a person do with the powder?
The powder, you make smoothies with it. You can sprinkle it on your hot cereal. You can sprinkle it on your salads, on any food. You can make bread with it. You can make muffins with it, pancakes. But a lot of the vegans and weightlifters around the world are putting it in water. It tastes wonderful in water. It literally does. It's got a beautiful sweet taste. It's pure. There's nothing added to any of our products. That's the reason I have the website. It's because everything is pure. And I want to give people something that's going to change their life. Okay, and it's the most complete food. It's got every digestive enzyme, every amino acid, including all the essentials. It's got every essential fatty acid for building brain cells and keeping the body in great shape. And it's got the highest protein of any green food that I know of.
Obviously, the salted and roasted seeds/nuts, they have the fiber, they're crunchy, they're delicious, so you get all the nutrients, they're very filling, it's a good snack, plus you get all the beneficial fiber to help keep you regular, because everybody is obviously deficient in fiber in their diet today. So it's a great snack to take to the office, it's easy to carry, I get that. Then the powder, you take the fiber out, so it's incredibly dense in both the beneficial oils and the protein, and you can use that if a person makes a protein shake or a smoothie, or if they're going to add it into some muffins or brownies or some baked goods.
Absolutely.
So they get additional protein, or if they can sprinkle it on some yogurt or cereal, or as you say, some people just throw a teaspoon in some water and just drink it like that as a power drink loaded with enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and protein, right?
Oh, absolutely. It is just the most nutritious food. Now, depending on how toxic people are, Kevin, a lot of the weightlifters, a lot of the vegans that take this, they feel it immediately surging through their body because the body's not used to getting this kind of nutrition. This is something that's been kept from the American people, and I really want to let people know if they want to have a balanced diet, it all begins in the gut with digestive enzymes, and this food is loaded with digestive enzymes. You won't need additional enzymes like everybody's selling in packets and little containers. You're going to get it from your food. Let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. This is the ultimate food.
Is there any rational reason why the U.S. government has made it illegal to grow this? Does anybody smoke this? I mean, does it have any...
Oh, no. There's absolutely 000 THC in our product. It would not be allowed over the border. If it had any trace 00, it's 000. And that is the way it is. And the problem is,
why doesn't the government then allow it to be grown if there's zero trace of the THC, which is what the hallucinogenic is in marijuana?
Well, as I said, they've hidden it behind the marijuana plant. They made the laws strict, and they buried the hemp plant behind the marijuana law. So they've never changed the law.
This is because of the food and oil lobby, because they don't want this beneficial plant grown in America. They want corn grown in America, which can be genetically modified.
Absolutely.
And they want to continue to make paper with petroleum-based products. If they have this plant allowed to come in, this would really screw up the status quo and the profits to the petrochemical industry,
paper industry, the clothing industry, the building industry. Oh, by the way, did you know with the hemp herds, the center of the stalk, and you mix it with lime, you could make a cinder block for 1/6 the price, that's 1/5 the weight. Okay? And it's stronger than any cinder block, and it's waterproof and fireproof, and it will hold up in a major tornado or hurricane. So that means you could literally build a home for 1/5 the price when it comes to that particular product.
Currently, do you sell any other products besides the powder and the roasted salted nuts?
Oh, yeah. We have powder seeds. Our oil is incredible. It's triple filtered, and it is sealed in a bottle. in the darkness, and it's actually done at 60 to 65 degrees when we press it. So it's the most delicious oil you will ever taste.
It's hemp oil.
Yeah, hemp oil, and it's the number one oil in the world for salads. I recommend my customers 2 tablespoons a day. It will dilate the arterial walls, it'll clean the blood, and it will allow blockages to pass, and it will grow brain cells.
Okay, let's go slow here with the oil. You can use oil as a salad dressing. You can use it to replace olive oil.
Oh, absolutely. You don't want to fry with it. I don't recommend frying with it because of the enzyme value. You want all of that living in your body.
All right, so use it as you would olive oil on salads.
That's correct.
Okay. Now,
hot cereals. You can use it on anything except don't cook with it.
How is it different than flaxseed oil?
Oh, very different. Well, first of all, when flaxseed oil turns, a lot of people don't know, it actually turns into linseed oil. I don't know if you knew that. But flaxseed actually turns into linseed. There's a book out called Fats That Heal, Fats That Kill.
Yeah.
It's by Udo Erasmus many years ago. He touted the hemp oil as number one oil, and he sells flaxseed oil. Because it's got a perfect balance of omega-3 to omega-6 over any oil.
Now,
it's just a perfect balance of all omegas. So when you take it, there's an absolute difference in the way the body functions.
Again, we're talking with Thomas James with HempUSA.org. This oil, it's different than flaxseed, different than linseed, better than olive oil. You had mentioned omega-3s.
And it's just a wonderful taste. It's a very lovely, nutty taste. When you put it on your salad, you'll probably not want to have any other oil.
Okay, but let's talk about this omega-3s.
Sure.
If a person, because there's a lot of interest, and I think rightly so, that people specifically in America lack the omegas, if you will, which are good for your heart health. So people are taking fish oil capsules, krill oil. They are told to eat oily fish because of the omega-3s, which are good for your heart. How does this compare?
Well, you run the risk of mercury, and it's kind of hard to believe everything you hear. You know, paper never refuses ink. I say if you can get a plant-based oil that's grown naturally, without pesticides, herbicides, or fungicides, I would rather that than chance having mercury in my oil from the ocean, especially with a lot of things that are happening. But I would say that you're not going to find an oil that's going to have the balance of these omegas other than hemp oil, because they just don't have it. And I have just found people with sickness feel the difference. I won't say it heals anything, but I will say if you give the body oil...
You know, you can't. You'll go to jail. You can't tell the truth. You go to prison. I mean, folks, this is a perfect example. Because Thomas sells hemp products, hemp oil, the nuts, these beneficial, life-enhancing foods, he cannot tell you what they really do. Because if he does, according to the FDA, the food magically changed to a drug. And according to the government, you can't sell a drug without a license, and a drug that's not licensed itself. So do you understand? If it's unbelievable that the government says food, get this, the government says food cannot be used to prevent or cure disease.